Wellington. It's like the horse capital of the world, and we get an opportunity to go to see world-class riders and see performances, and those that like to shop is like unbelievable, unbelievable. But it's the fact that we're there and we don't have to be here now. The horses, they can't have a bath because it's too cold. And usually, I mean, when I first came here, I went down for my first lesson, and the horses were braided beautifully, and they looked like they were ready to go into showing. I mean, I thought when I used to go to a show, I had to hire somebody to braid like that, and now they get braided every time we get on them. So now they're like spot cleaning them because we can't give them a bath. So down there, that we don't have that problem. But the thing is, we wouldn't want to be there all the time. We want to be here in the summer because it's not good for them in the summer. So it's good. That's ideal that we have both places. But there are opportunities to see. As I said, we go to see world-class riders. It's a whole different thing. The lessons are still the same. It's a gorgeous, lovely place to stay, as is this. It's just that it's a different season. So we're down there for the warm weather. But they have a beautiful outdoor arena, and we ride outside. That's really nice. It's covered, but it's outside. That's really nice to be outside. And then the opportunity to see all these other things. To see that one night we went on a Friday night and we saw the 3 top Olympic dressage teams get their medals. U.S., Germany, and somebody else I don't remember, but we got to see them do the ride. That's wonderful. So we have those pluses plus our regular lesson program.
Yeah, fantastic. And then for you, as obviously the owner and trainer, how does going down to Florida or changing climates, what does that do for you, the horses, and then also for your students?
It's a privilege.
It is.
I mean, it's just a magnificent privilege. Because of all the things that Mary Beth mentioned, gives a capacity for us to be among all the community, because actually it is a true community, equestrian community, international, that we got to talk and to see friends and going back and forth. And for the people that never had that experience, sometimes I tell them, at least once in your lifetime, treat yourself to it. I mean, it's the same thing as coming to our school. Fortunately, we have a waiting list for us that's a week. But take advantage of that opportunity one day. And if you do take that advantage of that opportunity, go to Florida, because you have the venue. On Friday night, you have the dressage. On Saturday, you have the jumping. On Sunday, you have the polo. And it's just active, so that we don't feel so isolated. Like most people, they all live Florida, or the ones that never had opportunity to go there. Actually, there is an industry. There is a whole community of equestrians that, because we all go to our own little corners, we want to go to a show, we have to go 2 hours or 3 hours to Saugerties, and go 4 hours, and in there, 9 minutes, you are right there. We go for lunch.
We go for lunch, yeah.
It's a great privilege. Because the climate is conducive for that. The horses, they are happier, because I don't care what they say. When the horses have to be bundled up in 2 or 3 blankets, and we cannot give them, hose them, we cannot clean them, it's an issue. Just as well it is on the summer, an issue down there when you have the bugs and the humidity, all of that.
They get fungus, it's terrible.
It's a lot, yeah.
We have to be able to go back and forth.
So the privilege of having the two is fantastic.
Yeah. Mine takes his blankets off in the wintertime. He does not want them on at all. He hands them to a friend over the gate and has them pull it off.
So that tells you what, right?
He does not want to be blanketed. And so I honestly try not to blanket him.
Vitor has a friend from Portugal who's an international judge. And he comes down, and we know him. It's kind of fun. I mean, we know somebody. We know Carlos is there judging. I mean, it's exciting. We know somebody that's the top of the that you hear the names of these people. And one of my friends that rides here, Donna, she's been involved in competition and all along, whereas I've been out of it for 40 years. So they know who the people are. We go to lunch, and she'll introduce me to the person behind us as an Olympic rider. They're all there, and people that you hear about. It's an experience.
It's fantastic, because going to Florida, it's not just going to Florida. You have to be in the right place in Florida, because interesting, for years, I was about an hour north of Wellington.
Okay.
And a lovely place. Like my friend, how come you didn't come to visit me? Vitor is too far. I could not understand. And anytime there was an event down there, we have to first close shop earlier, because it would take an hour to get there, and obvious people have to shower and whatnot. So until we move down, it's completely different, because you can live that. Like my friend now, he comes around. Obviously, that is the international judges where they all come over, we hang around, and that is a good community that you not only get to know what's going on down there, but you get to know a little bit what's going on around the world.
International.
And that's fantastic.
It's a wonderful